Hi, Becky. You're up early, lady. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. I always have to... You're cooking Scott's breakfast? Lucky Scott. I always have to adjust my camera after I go live because it's on my phone and I can't adjust it prior to going live. Let me come into my channel here and what's Scott getting for breakfast this morning? Hi, Arlene. Good morning, Arlene. Let me adjust my quality. Do, 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 do. Advanced 720. Bacon and eggs. Is he off to work this morning? Bacon and eggs. Yummy. Well, we had a busy day yesterday. Needless to say. I spent the morning, though, planted all my porch plants, and my brother made 2 rows, and he has back trouble, so he can't stoop over a lot. So I plant the corn. We planted 2 rows of sweet corn, and I was out there still stomping down the rows at 2 o'clock when he come out and said, "Are you going to Hastings with me today?" And I'm going, "Yeah, what time is it?" He had a 2:40 doctor appointment. So I had to hurry up and get done in there, and that went well. And then we went, I didn't have any lunch, so I told him I was hungry. So we went to Amigos for Mexican. I wanted to go to Freddy's, but he said he was tired of Freddy's. He said, "Do you like Mexican?" So he bought me an enchilada. I was hungry. I deserved that enchilada after all that work. And then we went and bought plants. I got all my front porch plants planted, my hanging baskets, but when I water them, the water kind of drips down, and I go, I might as well have plants underneath my hanging baskets to catch all that water. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Rhonda. Good morning, ladies. Oh, it's good to see you. Did the dirt keep the people away? I told him in our chat group that our chatty chat group that I didn't have much time to clean up. I kind of washed the dirt off of my feet and off of my hands and everything, and I combed my hair on the way up there. But I told the gals, I said, I'm gonna have to social distance because I didn't have much of a sponge bath. Oh, dear. Hi, Nashwa. Good morning, Nashwa. Hi, Teresa. Did I say good morning to you? It's good to see you. Good morning, ladies. Well, I was going to start out with some fussy cutting, and until folks get in, I'm going to do a shop the basket this morning, because I got a basket to shop. I'm going to try to use up things. This is the most recent Somerset magazine, and I need to read it a little bit more. I'm just thumbing through it here. Look, this reminds me of grid journaling here. That reminds you of grid journaling. In fact, I did little thumbnails like this in my front porch journals. But I reached for that when I reached for this. I have coffee with creamer this morning. I said good morning. Well, good morning again. Oh, did APG Jamie come in? She says, hi, Poet Angel Art. Oh, is that? Oh, by Angela. Oh, Poetic Angel Art by Angela. Well, hi, Angela. It's good to see you. I see Angela in a lot of the auctions that I'm... I can't do any more shopping till after next week. I saved out enough money to buy plants. In fact, I'm $15 under budget with my plants. And I was even stayed on budget. We had to go pick up some things at the grocery, and I allowed myself $50 for that, and I only spent $40. I bought I didn't spend $40 on a pie crust, but I want to make a rhubarb pie. Oh, that made it worse. Hold on. Oh, well, it's just a teeny bit crooked. Which way? This way? I want to make a rhubarb pie. I bought some strawberries. We bought Cool Whip to go on top of it. Cool Whip! The pie crust. I couldn't find the frozen pie crust or the refrigerated pie crust. My brother seems to like it better. And I guess because it's rolled nice and thin. And I don't get my pie crust rolled that nice and thin. And I asked the guy, he was at where the milk was, and I told him what I wanted. I said, I want the refrigerated pie crust. And guess I should have said frozen, but he sent me to the bakery aisle. And I'm going, well, I'm walking down there, I thought, this doesn't seem right to me. Comfort made simple. But anyway, I went down there and I go, no, this is not right. So I asked a guy down there and he looked it up on his little phone. This is at Walmart. He looked it up on his little phone and he said, aisle 35 was way at the other end of the store. My brother said, I'll wait for you up the front of the store where there's some benches up there. And he didn't want to go way down there. He doesn't like to walk much. I think it's good for him, but I'm not walking all that way back down that way. And so I went to find aisle 35, and it got to aisle 34, and there was no aisle 35. But there was a guy stocking eggs or something. So I asked him. He said, you're almost there. And he showed me where it was, but when we got there, the pie crusts were all covered up with other items. It took me 3 clerks to get the pie crust. Oh dear. 3 clerks. Hi, Miriam. Welcome, welcome. It's good to see you. And Angela. Oh, it's good to see you all in the morning. So I bought some impatience and some petunia, and I had to laugh because we have a chatty group out there that I kind of started it when I started my special groups, and it kind of just started because they like to chat. And I was telling them that I got petunia and patience, and I meant begonia. And Facebook Messenger changed my begonia to bologna. I'm going, I didn't buy bologna plants. I know there are banana peppers, but this is, no. I didn't buy bologna plants. But I splurged, and there was a beautiful daisy there that was potted, and it cost me $14. But I want a daisy, and I said I'll take it out of my budget, and I was still $15 under my budget. And I bought a Boston fern. They had Boston ferns on sale too. so to speak, with their 11% discount. Oh dear. So, let's see. Did I put those little scissors in? I did. So I'm just going to do a little fussy cutting while we're chatting. At least they tried to help instead of standing there looking, duh. Well, the guy that sent me to aisle 35 kind of looked, duh. And, but he showed me, he said, I asked him for because I think it's called Ready crust, R-E-D-I crust. And he said, we don't have any of that, but we've got pills. He showed me, you know, I want the crust that's dough when you spread it out, you know. And I didn't want the kind that was already in the pan. And he showed me those, but I couldn't find aisle 35. Well, I don't see much in here at the front that's calling to me. I'm going to throw, ooh, here's this piano. This might call to me here. Let's set this aside. And let's check and see, do I want anything here? A sensible soiree? No, that's going to get tossed. We've got all these cottages. Lake Ivy Creek Cottage. So this afternoon, I think I'm going to go off to the library. I'm ready for some more books. I've been reading Jennifer Shiverini, and it looks like she's going to have a new book out in August about women's suffrage. Whoever, she does historical novels. Take Me to the Sea. Well, some of these decorator magazines, now this I might save, a sight to behold for text. A sight to behold. How to enhance, not distract your coastal view. Wait. And then when we came home, the road that we usually take home had a roadblock. And so we took a country road home, and my brother said he's been on it before. He remembered it. But I guess it had been kind of a long time. So that was kind of an enjoyable ride. Look at all these bags. Summer is the reason for sunshine, flowers, and adventure. I kind of like these bags up here. I'm going to save this out. These are more suitcases. Oh, we got beach chairs and not so much on that. This looks kind of interesting though. What is it? Gardening stuff here. As your garden grows. I'll save that. This is a cottage magazine. I'm still fussy cutting magazines that I got at the library, trying to get through them. Scott and I would rather travel on the back roads. Well, I think I would too, but they're not that well maintained where we live. They used to maintain those roads. You used to see the road grader out there all the time, but you don't see those big old road graders anymore in our area. At the beach here, I don't see anything that is calling to me for fussy cutting. It's more decorator. If these walls could talk, these walls can talk. This is all beach. Seashells. Dollar Tree has a lot of beach decoration. I don't buy it. I'm not really into beach and seashore. I guess you have to live on the coast. It's all blues and whites. One pink bedspread. Paradise Point. I don't see anything here that... I guess this will be a short fussy cut. Those chairs are kind of neat. This will be a short fussy cut session because I don't see anything in this magazine that's calling to me. Ooh, these flags maybe. Those flags. Get rid of most of it. Coastal Beauty. There's a bicycle on the wall. I might save it. You'll never know it was on the wall if I cut it out as a square. There's a fish. Waterfront farmhouse. That's more my... Oh, here comes a choo-choo train. There's a dog at the front porch here. Maybe I'll save that. Sitting on the front porch. I walked out on the front porch the other day to... I warmed up the... We had pizza, what, Friday night? And I warmed it up. And I went outside to tell my brother. I opened the front porch door and there was that big yellow cat. I said, did you come in to visit? Did you come over to visit? There's some pretty flowers. I'll save those. I think he knows me, though. I think he remembers that he bit me. He didn't run away. Oh, I like that. I might just cut that out. This is just a lot of decorator stuff, and which is nice. I mean, it's fun to look at. Front porch revival. We need to revive our front porch, but you know, I'm comfortable out there. It's not like these, but sit a spell. I'm going to go, next time I go to the, here's some wreaths. Next time I go to the dollar store or the thrift store, I'm going to get a pillow or maybe a couple pillows and put underneath our porch swing pad, because those underneath, oh, there's some hats. I like those hats. It's an old porch swing and it's starting to sag. And I thought, there's an old sewing machine. Ooh, I'll keep that. Ooh, look at that bathtub. Now, we got a pink clawfoot bathtub upstairs, but my brother turned off the water, and I'm going to put boards over it and make a storage spot out of it. He knows I asked him if I could. All right. I think all of this can be tossed except for that. Let me look at chat. Hi, Kathy. Calico Cake. So sorry, Kathy. Perhaps you can get a nap. Kathy said, well, I can't until the doctor appointment. I may need a morning nap. Oh, no, Kathy. I hope you can rest today. What did she say? I saw it and worked on the beginning, but tore it out. I haven't slept yet. Oh, you know what, Kathy? I was watching an advertisement for, and I might try to get some because I didn't sleep a wink last night. I couldn't sleep. I sat there and I just wish I could turn my head off. And it wasn't just thinking I wasn't tired. I get tired at 4 o'clock. But I was able to get up and get moving. But boy, I sympathize. Insomnia is not that fun. Now, these are the pages I saved. Let's put that aside for now. Here's that sewing machine. Looks like they've got a hutch over here, too. They got the sewing machine right in the bay window. there. Boy, I bet that's fun to sit at. It looks like an old treadle. I'll bet they don't stitch on it, though. Well, it looks like a newer one on an old base. Have you ever dreamed of owning a beautiful home near the beach? Now, I can't really say that I did. I've dreamt about owning a beautiful home, but I never really, you know, beach, lake, I never really crossed my mind as a place. Just I could live anywhere. So, you know, if I had a beautiful home. Let's see, where am I going to cut this? I think I'm going to leave the window for now. Because that looks like a nice sewing spot. And I was watching Becky's, I missed her impromptu, but I did watch the replay. And she is making some sewing machine covers, and I just love her fabric that she chose for them. It's all sewing related. I'm going to cut this whole side. I'm just going to cut it, kind of rough cut it for now. Whoops, rough cut it. And then I'll go back in and decide what I want to do with it. Let's see, do I want anything on here? Be where they are. I kind of like that. I'm going to cut that out. Be where they are. And then she was showing, I'm talking about Becky now, was showing the patterns and the fabric that she's choosing for, and I'll bet she works on that today, for Project Dress-A-Girl. I might try that sometime, but not now, because I'm so far behind in stuff. Now I've got some 10-gallon buckets that I've been using for compost, but I asked my brother, he's got a big barrel, and I'm going to pour all that compost stuff in that barrel, and I'm going to make some planters. I've got 3 10-gallon buckets. I'm going to put that daisy in one, and I might try to put pole beans in the other. I'm not sure. I'm going to save these wreaths. Oh, I should save a final touch, too. Words. These scissors are old. Let me go down. Yeah, get a nap, Kathy. Get a nap. And oh no, I wanted to say, I keep forgetting APG Jamie, and I was awake, so I was looking at either Facebook or YouTube, and I saw her announcement. She's going to be on today at 9 a.m. So after I get off APG Jamie, I'll probably have to do my own nap, because I didn't sleep a wink last night either. I tried. I turned out all the lights, and then I had a brainstorm, and so I turned the lights back on. It was probably a mistake. And, well, I also forgot to, I did a picture of, you know, those little potted, you know, I put fabric around them, and I planted those herbs that were like 5 years old. And I didn't think they were going to sprout. I kept watching them, and nothing happened. Well, just the last day or so, they're getting little teeny baby sprouts. Teeny ones. So I'm anxiously watching. These curtains are all sailboats. But I saved it for this piece of wood here. And so I was just about ready to replant those. Whoops, what did I do here? I put them up here. Let's see, do I want that picture? No, it can't hurt. If I never use it, it'll still be. And I could even save this curtain here as background, maybe, for something. Kind of like the curtain here going on here. Whack, whack. And I'm not going to save the other one. Let me put these. I folded this to keep my fussy cuts in. And I'm going to put the words in there too. I'll sort the words out later. Whoops. Meri, Jamie's schedule says a short around 9, not a stream. Oh, it's a short? I just thought it was 9 and it's about arty fun. Was that about, okay, well, it's a short. Okay, well, it won't take you long to watch it then. I thought this would not be the third Thursday, would it? This is Thursday, but it's what, the second Thursday? Okay, it's a short. I just looked at it. I didn't see it as I just saw the announcement. This is Vera Bradley fabric here. Home Away from Home. Vera Bradley. Barbara Bradley Beckard. Vera Bradley co-founder Barbara Bradley Beckard. Beckgaard. I'm going to save this whole top here. And this. Okay. Hot coffee. Always brewed fresh. And mine is brewed. I always put a lot of half and half in it, though. And I might even save then I'm going to cut the sign out. And I'll save this because it looks like I could use it on something. All right, let's take these and put them in my... And this, I guess I'm going to fold. I kind of like that. And we'll see how I use it. And I saved this for the screen door and the dog. We need a dog. My brother doesn't want a dog. He's had enough dogs. No, we need a dog. We just have cats, neighborhood cats. And birds. I like to listen to the birds in the morning. In the spring, especially. They're tweeting away. Now, I think I saved this for the fish. There's nothing over here that really calls to me. Oh, look, there's a hat, though, on that bed. Let's... Oh, let's cut this whole thing out. Separate the hat from the fish. And we'll just put them in like that. And I'll cut them down when I... So we're making short work of this magazine. Do I want anything on this? I don't think so. Oh. No. Kind of like that, but... Can't keep it all. I saved this for the bicycle. It's got a little basket in front of the tire there, though. Locals only, it says. Locals only. I'll just cut it this way, and I'll decide how I want to use it when I use it. And I don't see anything else here that is calling to me right away. I saved this one. I see there's some pictures in there, but I saved it for this flight. And look at those lanterns. Let's do this whole brick area here. Brick on a brick fireplace. White brick fireplace. And I saved this for the gardening as your garden grows. I need a tool rack like that. I put everything in the wheelbarrow. I'm just going to fold this. I'll cut it apart later. And this I saved for the bags. Summer is a season for sunshine, flowers, and adventure. Yeah, we'll save that word. Those words. And I'm not going to fussy cut each of those bags out here. I'll deal with that later. I just wanted to chop down one magazine, at least. I'm going to the library this afternoon. I'll probably come home with some more. That's kind of cool. And I saved this for the piano bench here. The piano on the bench. Looks like it's got a sheepskin on the bench. There. Your bottom gets tired sitting there and practicing. And I think that's it. Oh, besides this bathtub. And I'm just going to cut it out and fold it in half. Decide how I want to use it when I may put a paper doll in it. I may put a paper doll in there. Dee Dee would put Barbie in there. So there we go. That's one magazine down. We're not going to do any more. We're going to throw this away and move on. I even got a loose cover here. All right. I got a big old Hobby Lobby trash bag. So this will go in that packet of fussy cuts that are behind me here somewhere. I'm going to put them on my floor. Let's grab the basket and shop the basket. The basket's over here. It's just stuff that was on my desk. It's really just desk stuff. And I had to have some place to put it when I cleaned off my desk, so there it is. So what do we have? We got things I can put in my calendar. These are Tim Holtz portraits. portraits. Here's a snippet roll. I'll keep that out. Those bezels. These are the chipboards. They're all backwards, but they're the chipboard things. And I got some ribbon and a picture and a cinch binder and some beads. Now these beads are not the kind that I can rebead. I don't know if I'll use it. Got some cups. Most of it's going back in, but and then this is an envelope box that I tore down. Maybe I'll make a tag or something. A flashcard. This is my little tea bag journal. I never did fill it. Becky sent me some journal spots. I'm not sure what I want to put in that. I was looking for these. I want to finish the tassel I'm making for Brenda, and I couldn't find those. You can see those out. And some embroidery floss. Some snaps. Spritzers. This is an old glue stick that's tacky. I don't think it's that good anymore. And my spoons that really need to go back inside the wax. Some fussy cut. Some papers. Oh, this is a Christmas. These are Christmas. I'm not going to use those right now. And a pipe stem cleaner, some little lace, tatted lace that I got off of when I bought some tatting thread. She sent me some lace. I might use that. Here's my other spoon. I need to put those in my... And watercolor. Let's see. These are extra threads and little fussy cut things. I'll save that little girl out. Save that fabric piece out. Tiptoe through the tulips. Beautiful. I think I cut up a... I'll save those. I may not use them right away. Shop the basket. This is the tabletop basket. This is all stuff that projects I was working on I didn't know what to do with, so they all went in here some more. I'm going to put that in a sewing journal. I think these are black beads. I'm going to save those out. Here's a whole sack full of wax seals. I might save the thread. I might, and some brown lace. Wide brown. A little more tatting stuff. What's this? Stamp, text stamp. Ribbon, floral ribbon. I had it on here, I think. Or it was sent to me on that card. It's coming off. I don't know if I want to use it. Can't keep it all out, Mary. What are these? Oh, these are those white buttons. I bought these off of Facebook. And piece of orange fabric. Spool of thread. Some beads. I don't think I'll use them though today. Here's my little matchbook journal. I think this is the one that Becky sent me the journal spots for. She said, Meri, do you want some journal spots? She sent me some. I got them, Becky. This is my little Matchbox journal. I actually kind of finished this. I don't get many finishes, but I finished this one. And I finished that other little journal. So these were some quick little journals. I should save that out and put it with my small journals. Let me save it out. And what else? Oh, an ochre pod that I was going to paint. Here's some charms. I'll save those out. Oh, and here's another little paper doll. Cute little fussy cut. What else? Tea bag. Some black papers that looks like I was playing with that one. All right, I think I've gone through most of this and saved out some stuff to play with. What's this one? It's a gold coin. All right, so I'm going to put the rest of it back. If I need it, I'll come back in and get it, but I don't think I'll use the white buttons. It needs a tie around it. I need to work on that little journal. Let's see what I can make out of what I pulled out. Shop the basket. Let's save that thread out. This is how things pile up in the studio. Oh, look at everything I have out though. Oh my goodness. All this. Let me put this behind me because I'll probably have to put stuff back in there. And let me look at chat before I get started. Now, I don't think I'll use these. I think I'll put them back. Let me turn around and do that. All right, let me look at chat. I cut my hair. I bet I cut 12 inches off. It's still pretty long, but the little clasp doesn't stay in there as good as it used to. It was way down below my waist. So you can't even tell that I cut it. I can tell it because I know it's shorter. I just did a ponytail cut, unicorn cut. If you do a unicorn cut, you really want to do it with long hair, and you don't want to cut real close up to your head. You kind of want to, and I just cut off the end, but 12 inches, and I still had, I still have long hair, but my clip here is kind of bent out of shape here, and it doesn't hold my hair as tight. And I broke it there. But it's fallen down. Let me put it back on top of my head. And no, I'm not going to show you. I'm not ready to do that. One of these days, I'm going to do I missed my podcast this week because I was so busy in the yard. Tired. Oh my goodness, I was tired. And my brother said, now that you mowed the lawn, it'll probably rain. And sure enough, the next day it rained. Last summer, every time I mowed the lawn, it rained. I was going to plant the other day. The day before yesterday, I had designated as a planting day. And it rained. It didn't rain, storm rain, but it was enough to keep me out of the dirt. So I had to do my planting yesterday morning. Let me grab this again. All right, let me come out and look at chat. Oh, I got my hair on top of my head here. All right, let's see what's going on. Let me refresh. Doot, doot. Hi, Raul. Good morning. Raul says, Kathy, still suffering from neuropathic feet, but I try to live with it. Oh, do you have that neuropathy, Raul, on your feet? I have that. He says it's normal after chemo, the oncologist said. I haven't had chemo, but I find that if I exercise a lot or walk a lot, like when I'm mowing the lawn, I have less trouble with my feet tingling. That's the worst. I mean, that's about all I suffer is tingling feet, but they say it gets worse as it goes along. If that's what I think you have, neuropathy. I try to exercise my ankles and my toes, and I try to walk a lot, exercise them. Arlene says, Raul, my sister has the same thing for the same reason. She paces the floor. She says it's her only relief. Yeah, walking seems to help me. All right, we're going to put this with my small journals. I'm going to put it over here on my, I have a space on my rack here for smaller journals and stuff. We'll put that up there. So what do I have here? We have this picture. I use that for inspiration to draw, so I'm going to say that out. I got a stamp and lace and these black pieces and black. Oh, you know, I thought those were beads. This is actually wax seals. This goes, we're not going to do anything with the wax. We'll use the seals. So thread, charms. I think it's looking like clusters. A little piece of fabric. Here's another one. I think this was Pioneer Lady fabric. That's what it feels like. And there's another one, and then there's these little lace pipe stem cleaner. And I've got some little pictures here. Black. And we've got these. Maybe we can do something with these. Let's open this up. These came from Keisha. Cost me $7. But I might be able to make some clusters. These are rolls, paper rolls, the snippet rolls. And I haven't had this one out. Ooh, some thread. I mean yarn. Looks like they made them out of a book. Looks like they needed some yes paste. But they're cool. They're cool. Ooh, I like that. I'm deciding what I want to use here. Leader. And butterflies. Ambitious leader. I like this. Oh, let's cut. Maybe what I'll do I have that flash card. What did I do with that flash card? Here. And I got some brown lace and some white lace. Do I want any more? I guess I'll save this out just because I cut it and roll the rest of it up again. I don't know if I'll roll it up. I like the idea of it being rolled, but I think I'll flatten it out and weight it down. This is cool. It's got a texture on it. I think I like it flattened better than rolled. I bought 2 of these. Goodness knows where the other one is. Motivated. I have no idea who made these. If you're somebody who made them, thank you. See if I can put it back in here. Just part of it. And tie this around it to keep it flat. I think a flash card. I was thinking cluster, but a flash card might be fun to do. Colleen and Kathy Berg do their flash cards a lot. All right, this will go back in the bucket. So, let's see what else I have here. I've got an eagle. I think I'll put these on my calendar. So this will be calendar. All right, we got lace, fabric, some fussy cuts here, charms, thread. I saved this one out, and this one. I've got some words, fabric, and little lace pieces. Okay, we got beautiful, live life in full, spring is the best time. Oh, these came from Amanda, these cuts. These are the spring words from her digital pack. I think I would rather, I'm going to put those back. Use this. And this says leader, and I saved these out for that. Brenda and I understand each other. She doesn't have my tag done, my tassel done, and I don't have hers done. So we're good. I actually like the brown here with this. And where's that flash card? We could actually do this doubled. Double my lace and put this on one side and this other lady on the other side. So let's start with the lace. So, I don't know if I want to, if I double it this way, it'll cover opposites up here. I don't know if I want to do that. Maybe I'll just do it single on each side. 1, 3, 8. and snip that off. And you know what? I think I'm going to let it hang out a little. I kind of like it hanging. And put that like that, maybe. And here's my other. See, I went like that. And they disappeared. Here's one. We could use that little boy. I kind of like this. I need my tiny attacher. And what I did with it, it was over here somewhere. I need to clean this desk off. I should turn my camera around and do a clean of my desk like I did my cart, but you guys would run. I'm going to use my big stapler because it's right here. I can put my hands on it. I didn't put my tiny attacher back in my bag, and it's somewhere safe. All right, we're just going to put a staple right in here, if I can. Right there. Oh, I like that. Now, for now, I'm going to let the lace hang, and we're going to do the other side, and it'll be opposite. Get off of there. So that'll go back in the basket. And I'm going to use this lady here that says ambitious. And this little guy, he looks ambitious. And let's put her up high and him down in here. Whoops, their heads are meeting. Let's put it this way. And I'm going to staple it right there. Once I get my hands on the stapler. Shop the basket. Now, so I have 11 minus 3, and 11 minus 3 is 8. But that doesn't really matter. Now I have these. Do I want to keep them hanging? And what do I want to do in here? I could tuck this under. I kind of like that there. It's going to get stapled. It's going to be full of staples. I need my tiny attacher. It's on my desk behind me, but it's buried. Okay, now on this side, I've got this pretty kind of a coral Could be orange in bright light. It's kind of a coral. And I stapled him down here. So, ooh, maybe right up there. Right up here. And let's put a... Do we want that? I don't know if I want... Well, I guess I need something up there. What's this? That's thread. Oh, my wax seals. What do we want? I got all these wax seals that I was playing with one day. This is the succulent. Kind of like it, but it's thick. This is my tatted. I put a piece of tatting in wax. I kind of like that. Here's the bee with just kind of gold in there. Gold ink pen, I think. Let's see that, how that looks there. Put this back on here like this. Put it up there. Kind of like the bee there. And this is a tat. Ooh, I'm liking it. A lot of border there though. And this is a light bulb. These are my experiment ones. That's a light bulb. This is a tat. I like the tatted. This is where they were telling me how these are those diamond dots that Dee Dee sent me. And you're supposed to press them down into the wax. I had to learn. They're staying in there pretty good. This was crystal clear glue gun. And what else do I have here? The butterfly, the peacock, another bee. All right, I think I've got what I want, these two. Now, obviously, this is going to be two-sided. So it isn't going to be anything that I can glue down in a book. I could make it flip. This will all go back. Ooh, I love that light bulb. I love how that... Looking at these, I'm kind of liking them. There's a star. Someplace I got the clock. I don't know what happened to my clock stamp. It's here somewhere. All right, that'll go back in the basket. Oh, I've got the text here. All right, we've got to put text on here. Do I have room? Whoops, this goes back in this one. I'm saving the bee and the tat out. And let's see, do I have, yeah, I can put some text on here. I'm just trying to use what I have. So I am going to use black. And find a different place for my gloves. That's blue. Where did that come from? Oh, what happened here? This oxide lid didn't stay on it. I'm looking for my black. That's blue. Oh. Here. Dirty one. So we're just going to, I'm going to stamp, maybe stamp on the back of this that's sticking out too. Let's put this underneath of it. Stamp on all of this here. And this is just text. This is a Tim Holtz text. Yeah, I'm just gonna see what I can do here. It doesn't have to be perfect. Oh, I like. Let's do the other side. That one didn't get so good, but maybe I can come in right in there. Yeah. Messy Meri. Messy Meri. I'm going to do this one this way. I like that. A thread on it. Messy Meri. Huh. That didn't want to stamp very well there. Wonder why. All right. And I don't clean my stamps. Shame on me. They don't get clean. So that'll go back. Do I want to use this? I think I'll put that in that packet. What did I do with the packet of stuff? That was going to save for the calendar. This will go in here. And I think I'll put these in there too. Put some words for the calendar. Now, I got this ribbon. I don't think I'll use the lace. And I'll go back in. This I'm going to save it out and put in my stitching bag. Now, I was going to use this up here, but I stamped on there, so I don't think I need that. I was going to do the tat. So I think what I'm going to do here is, instead of using this ribbon, which I'm going to put back in the basket, I'm going to somehow make this the flip. Maybe put a piece of fabric on it. Let's turn it over this way. Put it like so. Am I going to staple it or sew it? Penelope. She says, I'm here, Meri. She says, your hands are dirty. You should have seen them when I was gardening. I would poke that corn down into the roll there, into the, I watered the roll. Well, it's half in there. This may not be the good needle. Where's the good needle? Penelope, did you eat my other needle? Don't give them to me if you don't want me to eat them. I was using it the other morning. That's long. Is this it? And we have zucchini and cucumber. I'll bet we do that today. Got to get them planted. All right, how much do I want? That should be enough. And this is going to be the back. And I'm just going to do a running stitch here if I can. Is it going to go through the fabric? I really need a piece of white so you guys can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to make a little knot here. Got a thread there. I don't know where that's coming from. This fabric underneath of it. All right, I want this. Really need to have it pinned. I don't want it gathered, so I want to keep it straight, flat. Straight, flat and straight are two different things, Meri. Now, let's see how it looks on the other side. Oh, I like it. Do I want to do it again across the bottom? I think I do. And I have enough. I should. I don't think I have enough to stitch it onto the card, though. I could just kind of, it would pull it down, though. No, I'll just leave it. It'll make a nice flip. Does Meri know what she's doing? No, I'm just putting stuff together on a tag here. Flashcard. I should do more flashcards with Kathy and Colleen. I have good intentions, but I never quite get stuff done. I can't do it all. I can't do it all. You want to. Let's pull that out. I don't want it to be wrinkly. Too wrinkly. And since this is the back, I'm going to tie another knot here. Or in my mind, it's the back. Well, which thread is it? Well, I guess I just knot it that way. All right. Let's just snip that off. And give Penelope back the needle. I picked up that ink pad. The lid came off of the Distress. This is Distress ink on my hands. All right. So now I have the bee. I could put the bee and the tatting up here. No. I could do that though, but I'm not sure. I wanted the tat on the other side. Put the bee down here. No, he really needs to go up here. I'm gonna fold that under. Put my bee there. Now, this lace is not glued down, but I had the other day poked holes in here and stitched my tag onto the paper. I did that with the cluster I did for Arlene, which is hidden under all that stuff. And I'm wondering if I can do that again here. Just make one little make a hole there. Uh-oh. I got it in there. Now I can't get it out. And make another hole here. There. And then I'm just going to take and attach this. Instead of trying to glue it down, I'm going to sew it down. You'll use up this red thread. Use your stash, Mary. See, I saved it. This is just red crochet thread. I was making those hearts in February. Or triangular, three, yeah, on the bobby pins. All right, so now it shouldn't be too hard to go through there, but I wanted to put it on the paper. So I might have a tassel with the paper. But maybe not. And I'm going to pull it through. And I'm going to do another one here. And pull it through. And then I'm going to come through this and that. I should do let's pull it through again. Let's do a blind knot by threading both. You thread both ends. And then you come through this one and through that one. I got that green thread there. I don't know where that must come from my fabric. And then you go back through and back through the other. Where's it at? Right there. And you go through the loop. I'm still going to have to knot it. But I can put that other seal on this side. I'll pull this tight if I can. Yeah, it's not wanting to pull. There. There we go. Now, whoops, I lost my needle. Where did it fly off to? Snip my thread even. Scissors. Rethread my needle. Well, let's make the holes. I'm going to put the tatted one over here. And I'm going to put it down below here. And I'll let the threads hang out the bottom of the tat. I think this tatted one is on some black paper, which makes it sturdy. shop the basket. Just shopping for stuff in my own stash. Shop the basket. Shop the box. Don't need to go to any garage sales. You got garage sale here. Although today is Thursday, I'll bet there's some good ones coming up this weekend. I've been saving my quarters. I've been saving my quarters and dimes and nickels. But I really don't need to bring any more into this house till I straighten up what I have. All right, we're going to put this in here like this and thread it back down through. Thread it back down through. And then pull it tight as I can. It seems like it's a little loose. I might have to glue it there to. But if the glue doesn't hold, it'll hang. I want to knot it here on the back, or at least go through the loop here. I might have to go through the top here. I might have to put holes in the top, or just glue it down. Come on, my needle's too long. There. I could glue this part down. I kind of like it though. And I could, I don't know. I don't think I want to fool with it anymore. Let's just knot it and call it done. All right. And then I'm going to let this thread hang. Like that, because this is really the front to me. And if I put it in my journal, I can attach it here and then it'll flip. It'll flip. Or I could put it this way. No, I have to put it this way. All right. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue because that's paper. A paper backing. Give Penelope back her needle. So it'll be paper on paper. That's a good reason to use a paper back when you do your wax seals. If you want to attach them to, boy, I'll tell you, that needle really is dull. Going through that wax, you wouldn't think it would be so dull. Maybe that's the glue wax. There. All right, let's get out some of that Fabri-Tac, if I can find it here. Oh, I put it down below, I think. Where did I put it? I've been using this a lot, Fabri-Tac, because I've been watching others use it. So I like the fine art glitter glue too, but it works well. This is paper to paper, but we're just going to use some of this. Put some on both sides and press it down. Pull this and press it. I might put this clip on it to hold it a little until it dries. All right. So, what I haven't used yet are my little charms and some fussy cuts. I don't need all that. Let's pick a charm. We'll put some charms on these and let them hang. And got anchors, a snail. I like the little snail. And that's an anchor. Obviously, some of these are sea. That's a crab. And I've got a rocking horse. A snail and a rocking horse. Ooh, that's kind of cool. What is that? Oh, that's the rocking horse. That's kind of cool. There's a starfish. A lot. Oh, is that a frog? A frog. A bird. A leaf. I think these I bought. I think there are. Well, there's two of them. There's two packages. I mean, two. Oh, there's a tree of life in there. When she sold these are two. So there's quite a few in there. You know, you divide that in half. And these are silver. I'm going to put the tree of life. And the leaf, not the snail. We'll save the snail for something else. And I'm only going to put it on the front. So, I think that'll hold now. And let's take one of these. And I think I can just thread it through. Like so. And tie it in a knot. Little teeny stuff. I'm not good at teeny stuff. And big old hands. Did I get it? No. Can't see what I'm doing. My hands are in the way. My hands are in the way. There. One more time. Should have made my threads longer. There. So there's the leaf. Where's the tree of life? Here's the tree of life. I bought some of these tree of life at the bead shop the last time I went. I think I got a tree of life seal. I haven't used it yet. Crayspire, tree of life seal. I still have to do another video for Crayspire. I haven't been feeling good, so I didn't get it done. And then I have those glass pins. There we go. Oh, I'm liking it. I am liking it. So this is the front, and this is the back. We're going to put it in my journal. These, I'm going to put on my calendar. These, all this is going back in the basket. But I think I need it in a bag or a baggie or something. I'll save the stamp out. I don't want to put that back. I see a hefty bag. Let me get it. Let me get that hefty bag. Oh. I'm stiff from all that gardening. I'm stiff from all that gardening. And, you know, I think I might put some of this stuff, loose stuff in here. In that. Let's get up the bag. Let's save this stuff out. These are the two I want out. I didn't use my little laces here. Let's put my scissors back. Put the stapler up so I can have it again. These are all going to go back in the bag, in the basket, except for that. I'm saving those out. Well, I think I'll put those in there too, in the basket. All right, let's get a bag. Let's get a bag. I'll come out and chat after I get this done. All right, let's see what I have in here that I can also put in that bag. Stuff like this. Oh, what I was doing there. Oh my God. An eye of sort or something. Put my okra pod in the bag. That's a real okra pod. I should paint it with flowers on it for spring. These are buttons. A tea bag. Oh, I'll have to get that off of there. More scrap paper. I'm going to put all that in that big bag. Oh, there's a... Save that out. This is that butterfly that I wanted to see if I could make it look like a monarch. I didn't like it, but I still have the other side of it. You got to experiment with stuff. You got to experiment. You never learn unless you experiment. Well, you learn, but... All right, that's good. And let me take this off of the... How to get in there. Twist it in there. On the inside of it. Sheesh. Meri. How did that happen? Isn't that weird how these stuff, it can find its way in, but it can't find its way out. We'll put that in the bag, keep it away from this. All right, well, all this stuff is going to go back into the bag for another day. Another day is another day of play. Someday. And it'll be fun to explore it. It'll be fun to explore it. These are my wax seals. I'm going to put those in there. I want to save out the embroidery floss. Those will go out in with my stitching. And we're going to put this snippet roll in there. Tea bag. We'll put all these extra little threads in there. These tags, I'm going to put them in there. Oops, I'm saving that out. The shadow box. What's this? All right. And the charms, I'm not going to put them in the bag. I'm going to put them in the basket because I might want those. So here's the bag of goodies here. What would you pay for that at an auction? Well, considering I think I said I paid what, $7.50 for this snippet roll. I threw the tag away. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to sell it, so I don't need to price it. Put those charms in there, Meri. And it'd sell probably. I'm not selling stuff at auctions. All right. This goes in there. I think I'll keep the spool of thread out. This is what I made. I pulled this out. I think I'll put that on there. And this is going to go on my calendar. Shop the basket. Shop the basket. This was the basket. I'll put this underneath here. Will that fit? Like that. Shop the basket. Now put it behind me for another day. All right. Let me come out and look at chat here, but let me put this, let me glue this little piece of ribbon down here. Maybe I'll do it down here. What happened to that other? Oh, it's here. I stapled it up. Well, we'll put the ribbon on this side then. I didn't mean to staple this ribbon up over this, but I did. So I'm going to put this little piece of ribbon, little leaf ribbon, right down here. And that wants to fold, so I'm going to fold it under while I'm gluing it. Just need a couple of spots here. Oops, it slipped up. Wouldn't you know it? Get under there. Yeah. I'm deciding, I think I'll cut this one off because that other one's, I can fold this one up because that one folded up. Maybe I'll fold it up like that. I don't like it that way. I'm going to snip it up. Oops, I forgot these scissors don't cut fabric that well. They're old. All right, toss it. All righty. So, there's that. Now, I'll put that away after chat. I don't want to stand up. Now, I have the shadow box on this side, and I have those others, but I have to sew around them. And so instead of doing the shadow box on this side, I think I'm gonna, or I could put this here, like so. And I could still have my shadow box. So I'm just gonna attach this here, and then it'll flip up. Or I could put it in a pocket. And you could take it out and look at it. So I need a pocket. Put things away too fast. I know we have this Somerset studio, and I seldom use the extra papers in here. But I could grab an extra paper that they put in here for us to use. Like this. Would be perfect. I seldom use these extra papers, but I might as well. Might as well. So we're going to use that. We're going to make a pocket for this tag. Flashcard. And I'll have something else to put on my calendar. Here. Let's tear it. This is Artist Paper, Stampington and Company, designed using elements from Kim, Collister, Explore Even More Designer Artist Papers, Transparencies, and Paper Packs by Stampington and Company at stampington.com COMLARTIS papers. So I guess you can buy papers from Stampington. I wonder if they're as thick as this. Because this is pretty thick. Has anybody ever bought a paper pack from Stampington? It says explore more at... It's hard to read it. It's written in gray. All right, we're going to put this. Oops. Maybe I'll just let it overlap a little. Or maybe I'll cut it off. Or tear it. I like uneven edges. I don't have to be perfect. I should tear it on both sides, but I guess I'm not. Okay. Now, if I put this in here, I guess I don't want it to go too deep. Just enough to hold it in there. So right about where that lady is. And that's really kind of perfect. And I could have put one of my words there. Maybe I've got a word in here. I guess I'm not done yet. Stages of adaptation. Now the thing of it is, I don't like putting it here. I think I'll put it over here because I don't want to staple. And I was thinking I'd staple this. No, Meri's playing. Meri's playing today. I'll come out and chat in a minute. Uh-oh, I'm out of staples. Yep, sure enough. See, I got some in here, I think. Somewhere. Somewhere! I have to dig everything out that's on top of them. Huh? Where are they? What did I do with them? Oh, Lordy. You want me to pull out this drawer? Wonder will those fit? I had a big box of them. Swing lines, standard staples. Maybe it wasn't as big as I thought it was. Got some old playing card scissors. I'm getting lost in my junk drawer. I got all these ink cartridges. I should get out my ink pens and play with them again. I put all this stuff in here. I need to shop the drawer. Shop the drawer next. I've got needles and an eraser packet. And these are these swivel blades that Becky gave me, that swivel, and bobby pins and my cutter blades. This is everything that was on top of those staples. Let me put them back in here. Oh, there's more. Needles. Long needles. Doll needles. Ink cartridges. X-Acto blades. I'm coming. I'm lost in my drawer here, finding all sorts of things. Safety pins. Some text. All right, hold on. I'm coming. Oh. This must have been what I was thinking of. I thought I had a bigger box of these. It says fits standard staples. I don't think this is the box I was thinking of. Get it out here. Oh, there we go. I'll be out in a minute. Yeah, they fit. They're, I have the one that has longer row of them. And these little short rows. I think I can get... Oh, it doesn't want to go in there. There it goes. I think I can get one more in there. Huh. There. All right, we gotta put these back in the drawer, and I promise I won't get lost in there. An interesting drawer full of stuff. All right, let's go back to what I was doing here. I was gonna staple it to this side. And I'll probably have to put washi tape or something on the other side. I meant to staple this side. Well, it's going to be like it is because I'm not going to take it out again. Oh, no, I did it like I thought. I'm okay. I want this open. All right, where's my tag? My flash card. And it's going to go right in here. And we'll let the charms hang out. I like it. It's going to go in my journal. Like that. Now I could... This is all going to go in that hefty bag behind me. Oh, and I suppose I should put this in there too, because I don't want to get... I'll leave it out until I get done with my stuff here. See, I want to do these too. When I do these, I'll have to take this out. But I'm not going to do these this morning. It takes me too long. All right, we're going to set this aside and let me come out and chat. I'll put the stapler back. My brother uses this stapler, so I filled it up again for him. And we are going to... Ooh, let's do this. Next. This I wrote on with that craft paint. Let me hold it up so you guys can see. I'm going to put a wash over it. It's Bristol board, but see, this is all text, and it's very textured. It's very textured, and when I put a wash over it, the text will pop out. We'll do that next. But I want to come out and chat. What did I do with my calendar? It's here. And then we're going to do my calendar. And I want to do some fractal art. All right, let me come out. And then I have plenty to do. Let me refresh my chat. see who's here. Welcome to everybody who's come in. Arlene says, thank you for going to refresh. Oh, Arlene said she'd be right back. She's going to refresh either her computer or her. Hi, Stephanie. How are you doing, lady? Stephanie G, my Scrabble partner. I quit playing Scrabble at one point. And then I started, let me clean my hands. I started up again. And Stephanie said, I'll play with you, but when I play with Stephanie, I play on my separate account. I don't play. I only play with Stephanie on that account. Just to keep me. And I feel so bad because I keep declining all these challenges. But they aren't people that I ask for. A lot of people play Scrabble through games like Rewarded Play and Missed Play, and man, they'll keep asking you, because on those apps, they're game apps. If you play start 100 games or something like that, you go through 100 games or start 100 games, you get so many points towards your gift card. Ooh, I splattered that. It spurts out. Sprays out on me. My hands, I tell you, they're in bad shape because I've been gardening. So please forgive the shape of my hands, the shape they're in. You can forgive the shape of them too if it offends you. All right, let me come out and look at chat again here. Yeah, I comment on your post. Yeah. Was that your husband's mother? Or was that your mother that passed, Stephanie? Was that your husband's mother? You showed the little picture and said he's no longer that little. She's saying hello to Mina. Hi, Dawn. Welcome, Dawn. Who else popped in? Kitty Jen. Hi, Kitty Jen. It's good to see you. Shop the drawer, Mary. Oh, you guys don't want to see the drawer. I sorted out this drawer, and I had it. I did it online one day. I had it right up here on my table, and we sorted it out real nice. But the thing of it is, when I want something, I go rumbling through the drawer again. I kind of generally know where things are, but when I want something, like I keep my utility knife and my pliers and well, I don't have my bone folder out, but things that I go for a lot, I keep close up. And then I have all these sewing needles that they're pretty flat, so they kind of rest on top of everything. But the staplers I had buried. And then I have a knife, fork, and spoon divider in here that I have various pins in, but I don't know. I opened my drawer again. That was Kitty Jen had me do that. Are you gonna put the flowers you fussy cut up in a book, Arlene? Arlene says, probably stitch it onto the cover. Ooh. We'll have to see what Arlene is doing. Arlene dropped a link to Dawn's channel. Thank you, Arlene. Dawn says, I have some old Stampington magazines from back in the day. I don't know how old I have. I did buy them up in Wisconsin. I probably don't have anything prior to unless I got them at a sale or something. I don't think I have anything prior to 2000. I started buying Stampington when I lived in Wisconsin, and I moved up there in 2003. Becky said, I just saw that Stampington and Company is running a sale for Mother's Day in case anyone is interested in any of their magazines. Well, that's cool. I have to watch my budget until after the first part of next week because I bought all those plants today. I do want to get the art journal. I let my subscription to the art journaling magazine lapse, and I'm going to get it again. So that's on my radar, but I had to pay my doctor bills. Look how dirty this is over here. Inky. I'm going to get me an oven cover and put a fresh piece on here. I got to clean that all off. Ew! All right. What time is it? It's 6:30. Let's see. What else is going on? Dawn is here. Mina's here. Did I say hello to you, Mina? Riri. Riri's here. Mina says, I saw a skunk in the yard once. He was huge and probably hoping to score eggs from our chickens. We did a really good job with the chickens' yards to keep out the predators. Riri said, there's an album, Skunk Music Festival at the Skunk Farm in Greer. Arlene says, Riri, aren't they pretty? Mina said, he was fluffy and beautiful, Arlene, but he never came back, though. Talking about skunks. Arlene said, the skunk den is about 50 yards from my kitchen. I see skunks often, but I watch her because pretty. Oh, they're talking about skunks. I'm missing a conversation about skunks. Let's see. Let's go up a little further. Arlene said, Meri, your big cluster is pretty. Arlene and Mina, I had to step away, Riri says. Riri says, your albino skunk sounds like a beautiful creature, Arlene. Let's see what... Arlene started a skunk conversation. Arlene says, ouch, there was a loose hair on my project. I grabbed it and flung it into the trash can. It was not loose. Oh, no. Where did the skunk start? Janet Nash. Oh, I missed Janet Nash. Nanette Jash. She said, my train's pulling in. So she was going to take a train to London to see the Queen. I did catch snatches of the coronation on YouTube, just the little snatches of it. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, colorful outfits. Where did we talk about the skunks? Where did that start? Kitty just says, I like the old pictures you used, Meri. Yeah, I do too. Let's see. Arlene says, ouch. Ouch. She had a loose hair and she was going to throw it away in the trash and it was connected to her head. Arlene says, I'm fussy cutting flowers out of a shirt my granddaughter outgrew. Oh, cool. That's neat. Hi, Arlene and Mina. I had to step away. Well, this is where it starts. Your albino skunk sounds like a beautiful creature. Did we talk about skunk further up? Becky said, I'm finally getting that bee art project into the thrifted frame. 2 thrift trips, and I have some lovely art to hang on the wall. Ooh, cool. Arlene says, my brain says I can do all the things. My body laughs out loud. She said, I had the nicest, Arlene says I had the nicest surprise yesterday. A lady from my old church stopped by and gave me a forever rose. Oh, it's one long stem red rose and baby's breath carved out of wood. Oh, I'll bet that's beautiful. Well, the first I see about the skunk is when Riri says that she likes the, what did I see? Albino skunk. Your albino skunk sounds like a beautiful creature, Arlene. Riri, she's really pretty. You should Google it for pictures. Mina says she's in the kitchen with a big mug of hot tea. Now this is, I'm reading back. I already gave Mikey his breakfast. I'm going to make some toast. That sounds good. I'll probably have a Pop-Tart. I want to cut up rhubarb. I think I bumped my camera again here. Let me straighten it out. Bothers me. Let's see. I need to move it this way a little. Did I get it? Oh, still bothers me, but okay. Arlene says the skunk den is about 50 yards from my kitchen. I can see the skunks often, but I watch her because she's pretty. An albino skunk. Nina says, I saw a skunk in the yard once. He was huge and probably hoping to score eggs from our chickens. I read that. All right. Shop the craft drawer. This is where Stephanie came in. Oh, it was your mother that passed away, Stephanie. Oh, I'm so sorry. Sending many hugs. It's hard to lose your mom. My paper's still crooked. Kitty Jen says, yes, we want to see the junk drawer. The drawer. You really want to see it? Let me pull out the drawer. Let me pull it out. I won't guarantee I'll get it back in. Oh, I gotta back up. We had it out once before. Allie Kay was in here. Here's the drawer. Are you there, Kitty? I'm not sure you're seeing the whole thing. These needles, there's probably about 4 inches in front of these needles. Let me zoom out. Zoop. Uh-oh. Zoop. Oops. There's the drawer. Now you're seeing me. I got a maroon top and gray sweats on. If you want to know. Let me go down to the bottom. Whoops. Dawn says, Stephanie, I'm so sorry for the loss of your mother. Kitty Jen, there's the drawer. Now see, there's the safety pins. But see, I have all these packages of needles. I'm always buying needles when I go to Walmart because I'm always losing them. These are doll needles. And I love these needles because they got those big-eyed needles in there. And this one has that little curved point. And that, of course, these are curved needles. These are doll needles. And these are darner for yarn darning, for yarn. And then we've got some blades that fit one of my, here's my bone folder, and these are sewing needles. But see, and then these are little teeny beanie magnets. And I thought I was getting small ones, but I didn't realize they were that small. And this over here is my bobby pin stash. And I keep this right here, my stapler, staple remover. Or I know right where it's at. This is, ooh, this is some of that gold. I should try this on the wax seals. This is gold, treasure gold. Florentine. I don't know what, I forgot I even had that. I think Annie V sent that to me. And she sent me some of this too. Lavender. I think these came from Annie V. And I put them in here. And here's fits the label maker. And see, here's the tray. And I have these pins in here that I hardly ever use these pins. These are safety pins. This is the little deal to open the SIM card on my phone. But since we can't, it only has the SIM card. It doesn't have the other little, on these newer phones, these newer Galaxy phones, they only give you one slot to put your SIM card. On the older phones, they give you the SIM card and a place to put a little SD card. They took that away from us, and they took the earbuds away from us. These are some X-Acto blades, but Arlene sent me a whole package of X-Acto blades. They're here someplace. And I got more ink cartridges. Here's bobby pins. They really go over here. Here's the ones that Arlene sent me. These are the ones I've been using from. And I got some biggie. See, I need to go through these pens and sort out what I can use. And here's the little needle nose pliers. I keep them. And my utility knife and my bone folder and my pliers. I keep them all in here. A white ink pen. Here's a, this needs to be cleaned. Palette knife. Here's a Krylon, and I think the point on that's getting old. Here's another biggie marker. And here's a Posca pen. See, these pens, I really need to go through the pens. And I got the embossers. I think it was Sharon Lombard who sent me these. Not the wooden one, but these little embosser tools. And a crochet hook. Another crochet hook. A tweezers. Some more charms. A little screwdriver. Someplace down in here is the swivel blade. Ouch, it's in here someplace. X-Acto knives, I keep that in there too. Where's the swivel blade one? It's here. It might be up in there. Bobby pins. There's the utility for those small blades, the little utility. I use this every now and then. A white signal marker, white marker. Some of these don't work anymore. I just haven't thrown them away. There's the blades for that. And I need to go through and take all these little things out of here and put them in. Here's a little jar. I don't know where it came from. A little puzzle piece. Stuff like that needs to be cleaned out of here. Not this morning. You wanted to see the drawer. There it is. It's not, see, it's semi-organized because I know that I have my tools that I use a lot right in this area. Sometimes I put them up in here because they fit. But all these pens, I need to go through and sort out which ones work and which ones don't. There's those blades. There's a pencil sharpener. Crayola. It's a Crayola sharpener. I don't sharpen my Crayolas. I melt them. I don't sharpen the Crayolas, I melt them. This is an eraser pen. That came from Annie V, I think. Another marker, paint marker. So there's my, you ask, there it is. This is where I go. I lose myself in this sometimes. And then these are all needles over here. These are mostly needles and, whoops, blades. I guess that tape didn't hold it very well, did it? Did I drop one over here? I guess it was. Those are blades, needles, ink things, needles, ink cartridges. Here's a charm. I really like this. I paid $2.50 for it. It was $10. I'm going to use it on one of my journals. And ATC, this is just a box in here. Glue stick. These are those ATCs that caught my attention. ATC cards. A stack of them here. And I put them on playing cards. I had a game going, but the game was kind of convoluted. Should do something with those. Put them back in the drawer. So, like I said, I kind of know where things are. Like, I know my staple remover's there. I know all my needles and ink cartridges and blades are in here. Those are magnets. Bobby pins are over here. That's a needle. Yeah, you ask. That's it. That's my drawer. Let me see if I can get it back in now. The desk. That's kind of organized in a way now. Oh, put this here. This little measuring tool. More staples. Pens, ink pens. I need to go through those. All right, let's see if I can get this back in my desk. Ah! Uh-oh. I gotta back up my chair a little more. Now let me zoom back in. I need to fix this anyway. All right, we're going to work on this. Let me look at chat again here. Have a sip of my coffee. I've got to drink about half of it. I really put a lot of half and half in it this time. I usually don't put that much in. Let me refresh my chat. Hi, Joyce. Welcome. That's a lot in one drawer, isn't it? Well, you know, that's stuff I reach for. Those are things that I reach for an awful lot. Joyce is here. Joyce brings the joy. Leah, hi Leah. I think were you here earlier this morning, Leah? Did I already say good morning to you? Stephanie says a drawer of treasures. Becky said, right off the bat, out comes the seam ripper. It's fun to rummage through. Boy, I have a whole room to rummage through. And I want to go to garage sale this weekend. What's the matter with me? What is the matter with me? I don't need any more. Oh. Well, today is Thursday. We have to finish planting today. I've got to finish. I need to plant those plants that I got yesterday. I bought some impatiens and begonia and petunias to put under my hanging plants, because when I water the hanging plants, the water kind of drips down and there's no sense of it just falling on the porch. So, and the other thing I want to do is get out that gnome that I started making. Well, it wasn't last year, it was the year before last, out of those upside down flower pots. And I have last year, I got all the fixings for a water feature, a water fountain, and I want to get that going. And I want to get my bird bath out. I have no business going to a garage sale. I have no business. But you know, Meri, I might find some cool stuff at a garage sale. If I just go to one. Like last year, I went to the citywide garage sale. It's over with this year. I didn't go. But where our library is, I need to go to the library today. Maybe I'll catch a garage sale when I go to the library. Well, this is Thursday, so it'd be pretty early. But last year I went to that garage sale and I got that trunk with all that yarn and embroidery floss and all sorts of needlework stuff in that trunk. And I took it upstairs and I need to get up there and go through it again, rummage through it. Arlene says, Meri, an albino skunk comes to visit almost every night. She's so pretty. I'd never heard of an albino skunk. So she doesn't have a white, she doesn't have a white strip down her back. Her whole body's white. Does she have a black strip down her back? Mina says, hi, Meri. Dawn says, hello, Jen. Becky says she's stitching the pot. Oh, your pot holders, Becky, are so, if you're listening, I watched your chat. I was late. I didn't catch your live, but I watched the replay. Your pot holders are so cute. And she made her own binding for her pot holders. And she probably said, it's not hard, Meri. She made her own seam binding for the pot holders. All right, I'm back to where Kitty Jen says I want to see the drawers. So Leah says, I need to stay away from sales. Rosemary was selling fabric last night. Yeah, now I did go to Pearl's, but Pearl's had two auctions, Pearl and Debbie Ham. And Shauna Musin had a sale. And there's the New England Thrifter? She has sales. I just have to stay away. And who is it? Is it Patty Lang? Oh, if you ever go to her sales, I don't know where she's almost as bad as Johnny. And I mean bad in a good way. And, you know, I just drool over everything I see. And I just have to stop until I'll have all my I almost have all my doctor bills paid off in April, but I still have, $50 here, you know, so I'll get them all paid off here when I get my check in May. Then I might go, but I've been saving my quarter, so I might try to catch a garage sale this weekend just to see I'll look at the newspaper first and see if there's anything that interests me. Yeah, Patty has some gorgeous things, doesn't she? I just drew her and Johnny at the junk journal shop. Ah, oh. If I could only afford one of Johnny's journals. Oh dear. All right. So let me grab. I put that bowl that I was using for water in with the others. Let me grab it out again. We're going to put a wash over this text and bring it out. Now the last time I did this, well, one time that I did it, I had Madame Curie, and I used a sketch of her. I sketched her before I put all the text on there, and then I put her quotes and her writing around the sketch. And I did it in kind of a mauve color. But what should I do this in? I guess I should get some, wax paper out. Oh, grabbing the parchment paper. Hold the phone. Usually I can't find my parchment paper, and then now it's the first thing I grab onto. What's this? Where's my wax paper? Over here? What do I do with my wax paper? Here it is. Hold on. I'm coming. I should put this stuff back where it belongs, Becky says. All right, I did. Well, no, that's not quite where it belongs. It belongs right here. All right, let's turn it over. And I'm thinking a blue would be pretty. Please forgive my fingernails. All right, I'm thinking blue. And, or maybe, I'm thinking this Admiral blue. But it will be a wash. Now I need water. We'll use this. I've got to get some in there. There's just a little left, but I don't need a whole lot. So let's shake this up. And I need one of my larger brushes. Let's use this one. Yeah. It's kind of loose there, and I haven't even used that much. I'll have to glue that back in there. All right. Now, hold on, let's get the plug out of it. Okay. I don't know if I got it out. Oops, I must have. And we don't need a whole lot because I'm making a wash. And let's see if I can just... That looks good. And I'm just gonna... Now, what I should do is, while it's still wet, take a towel. And of course it doesn't tear at the seams like... And then you just kind of... And it brings out the text. Isn't that cool? Might need to put some more dark on there. Because the paint is textured. And I could mix a little bit of brown with that. Let's mix a little bit of brown with it. I don't know how much I can get out of this. Is that brown? That's not brown. Well, it's kind of a grayish brown. Let's get a different brown. That's gold. Hold the phone. What's this? Velvet Crush. Let's try a little of this. I never know what I'm doing. Let's try a little of this. Let's try a little of this. Let's get something else. I don't want to fool with it. What's my brown? I was thinking brown anyway. Oh, oops. My wax papers. What's holding that? Oh, my cigar box. That's blue, red, yellow. Are these my browns? Espresso. Isn't that cool? Now this was introduction to fractal art was what I wrote on here. But it's not so much as what it says as it's just the texture of the text behind it. And I could kind of come and I want some more of that brown. So I wrote this with my fine liner, and it was just plain white apple barrel craft paint. But you have to make sure that it's kind of thick. Not all of the craft paint, even of apple barrels, is thick. If your paint's not thicker, it won't texture. It'll just, you know, paint. So I don't know why some of it is thicker than others, but when I can get my hands on some thick stuff, that's what I like doing this. Stuff. Oh, my paint has it's got shadow here. No, I like that a lot. And I think what I'll do now, I'll throw that away. I'm done with that. But what I want is kind of a blue border. So I'm just going to put some of this out on my wax paper. And I don't want it so distinct. Now this will go in my journal, so this will be on the one side and this will be on the other side. It won't be, unless I put it in the center of the signature, and I probably won't. Just kind of giving it a darker edge, a darker border. I'm liking that. I'm bringing out the text a little more. Depending on how thick my paint is, my white paint. If it's really thick, you'll get this nice white area here. If it's thinner, it won't come through as nice. But the craft paint is acrylic. Let me put this brush in the water. The craft paint is acrylic, so it resists it. Now see, my paint is thinner in there. I'll hold this up so you guys can see it better. But I need the... This is a neat technique. I've done this several years ago. 2017, I think, was when I first started, when I discovered this, because I was working in my 2017 art journal. Yep, I'm going to throw it away. Let's tear this part off. Whoops, the towel went someplace down here. I don't know where it went. There it is. Let me hold this up so you can see it better. Isn't that cool? And see, my paint is thinner in there, so I didn't get that same texture as I got over here. And this is all about fracture art. Now, I know what it's about, but it says one of the more lively something or other of Pennsylvania Dutch culture was a series of drawings that collectors group into something or other. It talks about fracture art. That was fun. I always enjoy doing that. Now let me pour this. Now, I'm just going to pour it in here. I'll have to, and I'm going to throw this away because it's yucky now. I'll have to wash out my brushes after the stream because, well, I could pour this water in there. Let me empty this water in there because it's getting quite low. I need to wash out my brushes, Meri says. All right, let me put my brown away, my blue away. And talking about fracture art, Dee Dee, bless her heart, I put the blue in the brown shelf. Let's put the blue in the blue shelf. There's no more room for the blue. The blue shelf is full. I got a lavender in there. I got a green in there. Where's the green shelf? It's up above. I have brown in the, what do I have? Yeah, I've got espresso in the green. Put it back over where the brown is. Someplace. Where's my brown shelf again? All right. Let me zoom in just a little bit more. Whoops. So hard to do this with the phone. I don't know if that, of course my hands are all yucky again from doing that. Let me wash my hands. Where's a towel? This hand sanitizer has a soap in it. I guess that's to help sanitize your hands. I'll have to wash them good with lava. Lava soap usually gets my hands really clean after I do all this art and after I garden. Alrighty. So, fracture art. We started doing this bird. Let me move. Oh. Let me move this. Throw this away. And we'll let this dry a little bit more. This will go in my journal. I might do some fracture art on the other side. I'm going to let it dry. We're going to work on this. This is just a sheet from my May art journal. And I was doing, Dee Dee Willingham sent me this book on fracture art. I was doing this bird. Only I don't think I'm going to make mine green. I want a blue bird. This is probably some sort of a parrot. Figure 58, Heinrich Otto, probably Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, around 1790, 7 7/8 by 6 1/2. Just about the size of this, only the bird is smaller. It was contributed by Donna and Patricia Herr, Herr. That this is all about fracture art. And the word fracture means broken. And as I was saying the other day when I was showing this, they call it originated by a typographer. Some king wanted a special alphabet for his whatever he was commissioning, and he hired this lace needs to go in that bag. He hired this typographer, I think he was, to design an alphabet. And it's called fracture because they're all broken strokes. There are some connections in here, but the stroke comes like this and then it breaks, and then they do another one kind of over it. But that's why it's called fracture art, fracture alphabet, because it's broken strokes. Now, I'm still learning how the designs, fracture designs, why they call the designs, because I don't see them as being broken. I see them as being motifs, maybe because they're motifs. And I'm still reading about it, why fracture. It talks about it coming from Germany, but it doesn't say specifically why. But I have to read more about it. I'm still reading. Maybe I'll do that later today. I need to go to the library today. So anyway, I am ready to color this bird, and I was going to use super tips. And I'm going to put this kind of over to the side here. I think you guys can still see most of it. And I was going to use my super tips. So let's get this. And I want a blue bird. So let's start with, well, I've got all sorts of green, but I'll start with, I might have to mix my blues because these are older. Let's pull out, these are greens. Here's a dark blue. And that's blue, and that's blue. And blue. And is that green or blue? I think that's, well, I want to call it blue, but it might be green. I never know till I mark it on the page. That's green. All right, let's pull the drawer out and see what's in here. These are more the super tips here. Blue. Not all of them. This is blue again. No, that's green, green. That's blue. All right, we'll just go with those. Whoops. Yep. For now, for the body of the bird. And I'm only going to do the bird. I haven't decided if I want to do a flower on here. That almost looks green to me. I'm just going to do some testing over here. No, that's blue. See how juicy my pen's. That's a lighter blue. That looks pretty good. That's a brighter blue. I like that one. This is another lighter one. I kind of like that one. That's black. Or is that blue? No, well, Now it's a dark blue. That's green. All right. I'm going to start out with the lighter blue here. And I'm just going to color him in. For those of you who like to color, now I drew this the other day. Oh, you know what? I didn't draw his collar there. So let's put it in. I did this really fast toward the end of the stream, so I may have not gotten everything on this bird that's on there. Let's see. And if you could see in here, there's some feathers in here that it's just black lines. And I got those in there. I got these. All right, I think I'm good. Let's go back to here again. And what I like about these super tips is they flow so smooth. I'm going to move my book. They flow so smooth. And this is a super tip here that I'm using. It's not a look-alike. And I can do such large areas really fast. Because I'm not somebody who likes to sit and color for ages and ages. I get bored. All right, there's that. Now the wing has lines in there too. I'm going to come back to the wing. This comes this way, and I'm going to make the tail. I don't want my bird to be green. I want him to be blue. Blue, blue bird. And starting to roll. All right. I might put the flowers in. We'll see. All right. Now I'm going to go to a bit darker blue. Now this is yellow and gold in here and kind of a reddish rust color. But I want to go to this darker, that's green, this darker blue. I'm kind of give him some outlining here. Let's bring it around. Now that's a little bit different than what I see on here, but that's okay. It's my fractor. Now I'm going to bring this around like that. I don't know if I like that area. Let's go with a different, let's go with a medium blue. Is this the same blue? No. Oh yeah, this is that bright blue. It's almost the same color. And in here, it kind of has a line like this in it. Only it's in black, kind of thin lines. But I want mine to stand out, so I'm going to do this. Let's bring it around like that. And like that. And then go in here and put these in. Now let's see what's doing on the inside here. Not too bad. A little where it's wet. Right in there. Oops. I like to do these kind of folk artsy designs. If I color, this is as close to coloring as I'll get. Come out this way. What time is it? 7:30. I'm going until 9 Central. And I said APG Jamie, but Arlene said she's just doing a short at 9. And I thought it was a video. So who else is coming on Thursday? Oh, Paint Girly, I think, comes on Thursdays at 9. Paint Girly, Lori Paint Girly. What did I do with that lid? I pushed it up here. Now, it also has, I'm going to bring this blue around here and down this way. And it's got the tail feathers in here. Okay, now this up here is actually gold, and this in here is a rust color. And the eye is kind of a grayish color with a black center, and the beak is kind of a lighter gold color. So I think I'm done with the blues. Oh, and the legs are brown. So let's put these back and choose our rust and gold. Probably orange. That's pink. I think that's pink. That could be gold. I don't know until I put it on there with the gold and the pink in this lighting. Here's a gray. Here's a yellow, but my yellows are turning dry. Here's a brown and a darker brown. Whoops. I don't know what that went to. Here's the lid to a darker brown. And a rust. I don't know. Maybe an orange. An orangey red. I might have to mix those. Alright, let's see what I have here. Put my blues in there. Pink. I'm looking for an orange. And a yellow. Let's try those, see what happens. And let's try this. Now that works. And see, that's almost too light. That's better. All right, we're going to do that. And it's going to be this wing here. All right, and let's do the beak. All right. And actually, I don't want it quite so dark. See, I pulled this. I think this is pink. It is. I want it mixed with a lighter orange. Let's try putting the orange on and putting the blue, the red on over it. Get kind of a rust. So it doesn't make any difference if I just use red. I think I'll just use the red. I don't think that orange undercoat is going to do much good in this case. It's kind of a dark red. It's more of a rust color in there, more of an orangey red. It's a very simple designs. There's nothing hard about doing this. You just got to do it. Colors are falling all over my desk. I think I'll probably have to take a nap. After my stream. I didn't sleep a wink last night. I tried. I'm going to try to get some of the, it's made by NyQuil. It's called ZQuil, or I think it's called ZQuil. Like Z for Z's for sleeping, ZQuil. I saw it advertised. Man, I need some of that. All right, let's take this. It's kind of a greenish gray. Let's see how dark it is. Oh, it's not too dark. I'm going to fill in the eye. And then we're going to take the black. And outline it. Oh, we didn't do the collar here. You want to be sure you snap the lids back on tight on these because they can dry out. All right, now let's get that black. Oh, we want to do the brown. Let's do the tan in here. It's kind of a goldish brown, a honey brown. And then it falls into a what I did with the claws there on this. Where's my pencil? Claws kind of come like something like that. And falls into this darker orange. Now, I want to take the black. I'm going to move it out of the way so I can work on this. And we're just going to outline it. Now, it would help to have a thinner point, but these are old markers. It still does a pretty good job of it. And I'm not going to outline that, but I am going to outline the wing here. And it falls down into the legs here, and then it has these little horizontal stripes on the legs. And I'm not saying these are exactly how they look in the picture, but they're close. And then all right, now on the inside of this wing, it has some real fine lines in there, kind of like little feathers, and it's got them there too. And I don't think I want to make those with, this is the brown, not the black. I don't think I pulled the black out. Well, maybe I did. But brown is good too. I don't know, I outlined it in brown. But I think what I'll do is grab my, oh, if I can find it. Let's see if this works. And they have kind of long feathers like this in there. And I'm sorry if I get my head in the way, because I have to see what I'm doing. You see my white hair? I'm an old lady. And then on this wing, they kind of come down like this. On this side. And then on this side, they kind of go up like that. And actually these are much thinner, but let's take this black or brown. Let's try the black. What'd I do with it? That's the brown. I think this is a dark blue. I think that's what I used here, isn't it? It's not black. Let's get out of black. marker. Let me keep my Sharpie in there. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-doo. I think I'm happy with it. I think I'm happy with it. It's very colorful. It almost looks like that Oaxaca Mexican art. But see, it's green. This parrot is very green. I made mine blue. But it's kind of the same shape. It's got that very rounded head. And it's got the collar. And the wing with the gold band and the rust triangles. No, I think I got fatter feet on my bird. Their feet are very skinny. Now I'm debating whether I want to do one of these flowers or if I just want to leave it. I kind of like that deal with the border there, where I was testing out different colors. Let's carry that around. Color. I think I used this darker. I put my blues back. So let's get some blues. Let's see. I want to keep this one out. But I want to put my Sharpie in there. Oh, I have this blue. And let's keep the black out. Keep my pencil out. Get a lighter blue. don't pay attention to how I put them back in. I usually just rummage through here for the colors that I want. A lighter blue here. And I'm going to go all around with the black. There we go. Might be a dark blue. Not black, it's a dark blue. That's okay. Let's put these away. I don't think I'll put the flower on there. I think what I'll do, I put that Sharpie in here. I don't know what that went to. That it's an oopsie. What did I do with my Sharpie? I think what I'll do is write in here about fracture art. Now this is the one that says one of the most prolific fracture producing families consisted of Henry Otto. And Henry Otto did this piece where I got this bird off of. And his sons, Jacob, Daniel, and Conrad, and William. Heinrich seems to have lived in the Tulpe Hocken settlement at the Conestona settlement east of Ephrata, Ephrata, in Schaefferstown, and finally in, boy, these people had some words, Northumberland County. Jacob lived and worked in Lancaster County, William in Higgins Valley of the Schuylkill County, Conrad in Northumberland, and Daniel there too until he moved to Center County. So is that all in, what county are we talking about? They're talking about the different artists who did these. I'd rather have something about fracture. Let's read more about fracture here. Many words have absorbed the paper and ink to explain or deny the symbolism the people assume the design on fractures have. Surely some aspects of the graphic elements are to be explained on the basis of the text. Flowers bloom in the teachings of Jesus. Consider the lilies of the field. They neither toil nor spin. Yet I tell you, even Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. But if God so clothes the grass of the field, which today is alive and tomorrow is thrown in the oven, will he much more clothe you, O men of little faith? That's from Matthew 6:28-30. And birds all the way from the book of Revelation by the way of Paul Gerhardt's great hymnal of summertime. The little birds, maybe I'll do this verse. The little birds don't choose to rest their little tongues at morning blessed. Now, if I were talented enough, I would write this in fracture with all the broken lines, but I'm not that gifted yet. So I'm just gonna write it here. The little birds don't choose to rest. Their little tongue at morning blessed. They're little birds and the little tongues. The little tongues at morning blessed. Their words of thanks never fail to rise. And never is N-E apostrophe E-R, so it's never fail to rise. As soon as the light comes to the skies. I'm getting hungry. I haven't eaten since yesterday afternoon. Well, I guess I had, what did I have when I came home? I didn't have popcorn. I had a bowl of potato chips. That wasn't very good. Comes to the skies. I'm not going to get that all on there. Comes to the skies. In forest tall on each green tree, the bird sings praise in ecstasy. And it just fits. It just fits. A fracture numbered 979 in the free library of catalog. As the bird so sweetly sings in the field and forest green, that throughout the air it rings and echoes in the forest sheen. Therefore God, my spirit too, sings thanks for goodness unto you, and admits that you are true, with love that is each morning new. I don't think I can get that all on here. Let's see if I can get a shorter one on there. With flowers gold and red, this head is crowned beautifully. There's a lot of religious verse there. And here it is in German. This is the day on which you found in the world a place, and were received by baptism. That's on a baptism certificate. And that's what this is. Let's see if there's any more. Here they wrote their verses inside of the hearts. That's something we would do in our art journals. This booklet belongs to Jacob Arnold, writing student in Hamilton School, written April 22nd, 1816. Very cool. This little book of song notes belongs to Katrina Arnold, singing student in the Hamilton School, written February 22, February 1805. Johann Bard began writing this example in the year of Christ, 1819, 8 January. So, translating the things that were written on those drawings. You have to remember that these people were very religious. A lot of baptism, and you know, when they went to school, they learned out of the Bible, and you know, just because our culture isn't that. Look at these birds. These are interesting. I'm looking for another verse. Don't know if I'm going to find it. It's more who did it than what's on it. Yes, watch over me, thyself, O Jesus, and that by night and day till I am on sweet homeward's way. Then let to thyself incline be my poor heart and soul and mind. You know, I should do one when I was a child. And you guys probably all know too, as Matthew, Mark, Luke, and let's see, how does that go? 4 little angels at my bed, 2 at the foot and 2 at the head. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, guard the bed I lie upon. I could see that being done in Fractor from my childhood. That was a verse that I remembered. And my mother taught me that. And I always appreciated it because I thought, if there are bad monsters going to come and eat me, you know, underneath the bed, at least if there are monsters, then there have to be good people too. And the good people are 4 little angels at my bed, 2 at the foot and 2 at the head. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, guard the bed. It's now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. 4 little angels at my bed, 2 at the foot and 2 at the head. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, guard the bed I lie upon. And I was reciting that in one of our Bible studies when I was up in Wisconsin. We were talking about it. And they'd never heard the Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John part. I said, well, my mom taught it to me, but I could see that verse going on a fractured drawing from my own life. Something my mother, and I was a child, afraid of the dark. And once I realized that if there are bad ghosts out there, there are good ghosts too. And then I slept better. But that isn't why I don't sleep now. Grant that as a child I lovely gladly do as thou wouldst have me do. Mayest thou to noble virtue move me, and grant my soul true respite too. Yeah, a lot of religious verse. Interesting bird. Barbara Everso, a dwarf Amish woman, known in the community as Bevli, Bevvli, marked books for her Amish neighbors by drawing book plates in them. She also embroidered textiles and was a seamstress. Her occasional fractured drawings like this are uncommon. Later generations of Amish remembered that she liked to smoke an occasional cigar in the family privy. You little sneak, sneaking off to the family privy to smoke your cigar. Oh, yes, my rooster, laugh who will, or things so strange, so silly still. Oh, there's a rooster. Should this thing really come to be, many without a snout would see. Oh, dear. The rooster speaks to the hen. To look at you on the manure and know that other men secure your nose I would cut off alone. You dare not other men condone. Interesting. Interesting verse. All that I have now begun shall in Jesus' name be done. To God the highest glory. They're translating this. When I am young and bold, my labors shall not cease, so that when I am old, then I may live in peace. Yet in my youthful days, joy shall my path renew, but only in those ways that old age shall not rue. I kind of like that. When I am young and bold, my labors shall not cease. That happened. So that when I am old, then I may live in peace. I think I'll put that on here. Because I think it'll fit. Wow. I was looking for a verse. While I am young and bold, my labor shall not cease. I'm getting tired. Maybe I'll take a nap. So that when I am old, that's today, so that when I am old, I then may live in peace. I then may live in peace. There. And then I'm going to put here reference photo, photo, Fractor book. And it's called The Gift is Small, the Love is Great. In York, Pennsylvania. I think I'm back.